Okay, I'm making this video because I I was playing around on Facebook Marketplace, right? And like just getting all kinds of deals. I got a really nice truck for cheap. One of those old Chevy Silverados for like 9 grand. Should have been like 20 grand. So I was all over it, and I started selling stuff on there. Then I started buying stuff and reselling it. And then recently, I came across this clock, and I'll show you the clock in a second. So I bought this clock, and at first it's a pretty old clock, like gotta be at least like late early 1900s something. And so I get this clock, right, and I go to this. It's a super old church, and it's the pastor at the church that's selling the clock. And he's got this office, and apparently he's like been working on clocks for like years now, or like his whole life or something. I go in this freaking office, and this guy's got like so many clocks. Remember on Back to the Future when Marty McFly is in Dr. Emmett Brown's house, and all the clocks start going off and everything's ringing. It's so freaking loud. He's got to cover his ears. I go into this dude's office with my buddy because we're picking this clock up. It's a grandfather clock, big old clock. I'll show you in a second. You might hear it ticking. Yeah, so we go in there, and sure enough, we're in there for like a couple minutes. He's talking our ears off about how he fixes clocks and stuff, and we're like, it's actually pretty cool. I go in there, and it's like a damn freaking anime character dude or something. It reminded me of like an old anime character, like one of them older ones. But anyway, so we're in there, and sure enough, all the clocks start going off, just like in that movie. All of them, all at once. It's tripping me out. And then he shows me the one he's got for sale. And I'm like, sweet, let me see if I can get a deal. I offer him 150. This thing's old, man. So he's like, yeah, you know what? We can get it into your truck and we'll take it over to your house. If you got any problems with it, I'll come by and make sure it's all ticking good and working. So I bring it over to my house, set it up, get it all put together. Sure enough, it's not working. I called the dude, I let him know. He's like, all right, I can come over the next day and fix it. It was Easter Sunday. He comes over, tinkers with it a little bit, and he's like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure it out. I actually have another guy at the church. He's one of the deacons that's even more of a veteran, knows how to work on him. So he says he's gonna have that guy come by and do it. The next day, my wife is messing with it, and sure enough, it starts working. It's been working ever since. And when we set it with that dude, it was on time, and then I had kept it up, kept keeping it on time. So since it started working, it had started when we started the clock, it was on time. It was actually even slow, a minute slow when we started it. So let me show you the clock now. It's a little dark in here. Here it is. And it says right now it's about 10:15. But the thing is, if you look at my phone time clock, here, let me show you my other phone. I got another phone here. It's on the charger because this phone's not working real good. So here's my other phone. It is 10:05, and this is crazy. Or no, okay, so it's 10:11 right now. So when earlier it was 10:10, but it's 10:11 right now. So this clock is 6 minutes fast. Now the weird thing about this clock here is every single day we started noticing it was getting a little bit faster. Like for the first day of it working or whatever, we're like, okay, it's working fine. it's caught up a little bit. All right, it's on time. It's right on time now. And I'm like, okay, it's right on time. Huh. And now every single day we're thinking, what the heck, man? It's getting a little bit faster. And you know what? I think that everyone that's been talking about the Mandela effect and how they think that people are messing with time and the passage of time or something. We've been going through a lot of weird stuff. But I think because this clock is super old, super damn old, it's on the right timeline. And time as we know it is actually speeding up a hell of a lot. And it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, because how can every single day the thing just keeps getting faster by a minute? It just doesn't make no sense. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's working fine. I'm gonna have the pastor come back and take a look at it with his buddy and let him know, because that's a little strange. I'm thinking this is a little piece of the time loop right here, because this thing's damn old. So it might be stuck in the real time, and we're getting lost out here in the passage of time. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Take this video, because this thing is older than shit. I'll keep you updated.